Hello, we are at the final lesson for this book. Wow, you guys have done an awesome job sticking with me for this. Well, this week we're going to finish up talking about grace, and we have been building from the beginning of this whole year, building on the idea of God's grace to us. And last week we talked about putting that grace into action, pulling it all together. And today we're going to go just one more step, because sometimes you can go to church and get all fired up, or listen to a Bible lesson, or be around some friends and get all excited to go off and do great things and help and serve God, because you know of His grace. But sometimes hard things happen and we start to feel down and discouraged. I'm going to do a little demonstration, but I also have a video that I want to show tonight to kind of help show the idea of perseverance and how God's grace can help us through. But first of all, let's look at our verse for tonight. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." All right, I'm going to start by showing you a little video. So what do you think? It's kind of a cute little bear, isn't it? And he has an example of his mother to follow, and he's just learning things and just kind of floating along through life. Like I said, I have another little example here as well. How sometimes we can just, if this balloon is our life, we can just kind of float through life. Everything's okay, not much is affecting us, but we're just kind of floating along. Well, let's watch a little bit more of this bear video and see what happens next. Our little bear hit some hard times, didn't he? Do you guys ever have hard times? Let's think about this. What are some struggles, some challenges you have right now? Maybe you're having a hard time getting through the end of school, and that can be a challenge in life. Maybe you have a best friend who's moving, or maybe you're the one getting ready to move somewhere. That can be a big challenge as well. Maybe someone in your family has been sick lately and they're struggling with their health. There are so many things that you can think of that are challenges, and these challenges really start to weigh us down, don't they? It makes it hard to continue through sometimes. We can feel overwhelmed. Well, let's watch a little bit more and see what happens with this little bear. All right, so what do you think? Did you think the bear would make it? Did you wonder, is there anything that can help this bear? Did you want to reach out and help push it up the hill? You could see the mother at the top maybe was being encouraging, but was pretty helpless. Aren't you glad that we're not bears and we're not left alone? Unlike this bear that really didn't have much to help him, God is there to help us. And let's read through that verse one more time. Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. I'm going to stop there for a moment because as we've been building on this whole year, God is with us if we choose to ask him. And he wants to be with us. And I have a demonstration of that too. If you can see, we have one balloon inside the other. So again, like we were talking, this outside balloon is kind of like, living our lives. But if we choose to, if we ask God to come and be a part of our lives, he will do so. Now, one thing with this balloon, does that mean that hard times don't come? They can't get in? No, not at all. Right? Let's look and see what happens. We can still, even if Jesus is with us, we still have that test coming up. The air is going to go out of this, and that's fine. We still have that move. We still face sickness and other hardships. But what happens? I'm going to add a little air to move these around. Okay, so all those things, as we saw, can just weight us down. But what happens if God is with us? You can see those hard times are in there. You can see that we still face that. But what happens? Wait, that looks very different, doesn't it? Instead of those hard times weighing us down, making us feel discouraged, like we're going to sink, God is with us. And he gives us the grace to get through and keep going, no matter what. And at the end of that verse says, he will never leave you nor forsake you. He doesn't say that hard times are not going to come. Challenges to our health, challenges to our minds, challenges to our relationship with him. But he says that he will be there helping us, that he will never leave you nor forsake you. And I hope that can be an encouragement to you as you continue on through whatever challenges you have right now and over the summer. And hopefully we'll be able to see some of you in person next year. Have a great summer.